If you are over 60 and still doing sit-ups, I need you to stop right now. Not because you're not strong enough, not because exercise is dangerous at your age, but because this one exercise, something millions of seniors do every single morning, thinking they're helping their body, is silently compressing your spine, damaging your discs, and setting you up for the kind of back injury that can steal your independence for good. Today we are going to talk about why sit-ups are one of the worst things a person over 60 can do for their back, what the science actually says, and most importantly, what you should be doing instead. Because here's the thing, your core still needs to be strong. In fact, after 60, a strong core becomes more important than ever. You just need to build it the right way. Stay with me until the end, because the 3 exercises I am going to show you today are backed by some of the most respected spine research in the world, and they will do more for your back, your balance, and your independence than any sit-up ever could. Section 1. What happens to your spine after 60? Before we talk about sit-ups specifically, you need to understand what is happening inside your spine as you age, because this is the piece most people are never told, and it changes everything. Your spine is made up of bones called vertebrae, and between each one sits a small cushion called an intervertebral disc. These discs act like shock absorbers. They keep your vertebrae from grinding against each other, and they allow your spine to bend, twist, and move comfortably. When you're young, these discs are thick, hydrated, and resilient. But as you age, they begin to lose water content. They become thinner, they become less flexible, and they become far more vulnerable to compression and injury. At the same time, many seniors experience a natural reduction in bone density, a condition called osteoporosis, or its earlier stage, osteopenia. Research shows that spinal fractures are the most common fractures associated with osteoporosis, occurring at roughly twice the rate of hip and wrist fractures combined. And here is the critical detail. These fractures can happen not from a major fall, but from something as simple as bending forward too aggressively. From spinal flexion, the exact movement the sit-up requires you to repeat over and over again. This is not a minor concern. 1 in 3 adults over 65 falls each year, and a weakened spine makes the consequences of those falls dramatically worse. Core strength is one of the most powerful tools we have to prevent falls and protect independence, but only if we build that strength safely. Section 2. Why sit-ups are dangerous. After 60, now let us talk specifically about what a sit-up does to your body and why spine surgeons and physical therapists are increasingly telling their senior patients to stop doing them immediately. When you perform a traditional sit-up, you lie on your back, place your hands behind your head, and curl your upper body up toward your knees. It sounds harmless, but what is actually happening inside your spine during that movement is significant. The motion requires your spine to flex forward repeatedly, curving it again and again under load. Each time you do this, you are placing intense compressive pressure on your lumbar discs, the discs in your lower back. Spine specialist Dr. Emily Taylor has explained that the spine undergoes a significant mechanical load during a sit-up. This frequent compression can lead to the displacement of intervertebral discs, risking herniation and causing acute or chronic back pain. And this is not just one doctor's opinion. A Harvard University report specifically highlighted that sit-ups damage the spine and lower back muscles by shifting load onto the hip flexors, and when the hip flexors are too tight or too strong, they pull on the lower spine, causing further strain and discomfort. Physical therapist Melissa Jean Jarzynski, director of physical therapy at Stable Friendships Foundation, puts it plainly. She says these exercises place unnecessary strain on the lower back and neck, which increases the risk of injury, especially if form is not perfect. As we age, our spines become more vulnerable, so it is important to avoid moves that compress the lumbar area. And the problem is that over time, performing sit-ups regularly puts more and more pressure on the spine, especially if the core muscles are not properly engaged throughout the movement. For seniors with osteoporosis or osteopenia specifically, the danger is even more acute. A 2018 review of studies found that exercises involving repeated spinal flexion are directly associated with back pain and fracture in people with low bone density. The Bone Health and Osteoporosis Foundation has specifically listed sit-ups and crunches as exercises to avoid for this reason. Forward spinal flexion, the core movement of every sit-up, causes compression on the vertebrae that can lead to fractures even without any significant fall or impact. And then there's the neck. To lift your upper body during a sit-up, most people strain their neck muscles and pull with their hands behind their head. This places compressive force on the cervical vertebrae, the bones in your neck, and can cause injury and chronic headaches that many people never connect back to their morning workout routine. The bottom line is this: sit-ups were designed for young soldiers and athletes with young spines. They were not designed for a 65-year-old whose discs have thinned, whose bones may have lost density, and whose body simply cannot tolerate that kind of repeated spinal compression without consequence. Section 3. Why core strength still matters more than ever. Now, before you decide that core exercises are simply off the table, I want to be very clear. Giving up on your core is absolutely not the answer. In fact, a weak core after 60 is one of the most dangerous things you can have. Your core muscles, and this includes not just your abdominals, but your lower back, your hips, your glutes, and your deep stabilizing muscles are responsible for almost everything your body does. They keep you upright when you walk. They protect your spine when you bend to pick something up. They give you the balance you need to avoid falls. They allow you to get up from a chair, climb stairs, and carry groceries without pain. A 2025 study published in Frontiers in Physiology found that consistent core training is linked to significantly improved trunk control in adults aged 60 and older. Research from Harvard Health Publishing has confirmed that core stability directly reduces the risk of falls and supports long-term independence. And studies on osteoporosis have shown that core stability training specifically improves posture and balance in people with low bone density, reducing the risk of fractures. So the core must be trained every day, ideally. The question is simply how. And the answer, according to the most respected spine researchers in the world, involves a completely different set of exercises than the ones you learned in elementary school. Section 4, the McGill Big Three. What to do instead. Dr. Stuart McGill is one of the world's leading spine biomechanics researchers. He spent decades at the University of Waterloo studying exactly how the spine moves, what stresses it can handle, and what causes it to break down. His research produced what is now known as the McGill Big Three, 3 exercises specifically designed to build deep core strength and spinal stability without any harmful compression or flexion. Now I want you to take a deep breath, because everything I am about to share with you, these are the movements that spine researchers have spent decades studying. These are the exercises that physical therapists give to their most vulnerable patients. And the beautiful thing is that you can do all of them on your living room floor. No gym, no equipment, just you and a soft mat. Let us go through each one slowly. Take your time reading this. Take your time trying it. There is no rush here. Exercise number 1, the modified curl up. Lie down on your back on a comfortable surface. A yoga mat, a carpet, even a folded blanket works perfectly fine. Bend one knee so that foot is flat on the floor. Keep the other leg stretched out straight. Now, and this is the most important part, slide both of your hands gently underneath your lower back, right into that natural curved space between your lower back and the floor. You will feel it immediately. Keep your hands there the whole time. They are going to protect your spine throughout this entire movement. Now take a gentle breath in. And as you breathe out very slowly, lift just your head and your shoulders, just a few inches off the floor. That is all. You're not trying to sit up. You are not trying to reach your knees. You are simply lifting your head and shoulders barely off the ground, holding that position for 8 to 10 seconds and then gently lowering back down. Rest for a moment, then do it again. That tiny movement, those few inches, is doing something that no sit-up has ever done safely for your body. It is working your deep abdominal muscles while your spine stays in its natural position, protected, supported, safe. If you feel any sharp pain at any point, stop immediately and rest. But most people find this movement feels completely comfortable from the very first try. And that comfort is the point. Exercise should never hurt, especially not after 60. Exercise number 2, the bird dog. I know the name sounds strange, but stay with me because this exercise is one of the most powerful things you will ever do for your back. Start by getting down onto your hands and knees on the floor. Take your time getting down there. Use a chair to help you if you need to. Once you're there, make sure your hands are directly below your shoulders and your knees are directly below your hips. You are like a table, nice and stable. Now, before you move a single limb, take a gentle breath in and lightly tighten your stomach. Not hard, not forcefully, just a gentle squeeze, as if someone is about to softly press your belly with one finger and you want to brace for it. That gentle tightening is your core turning on. That is exactly what we want. Now slowly and carefully reach your right arm straight out in front of you. At the same exact time, extend your left leg straight out behind you, both of them reaching away from your body at the same time. Hold that position, arm forward, leg back for 8 to 10 seconds. Feel the steadiness required to hold that position without falling to the side. That steadiness is your deep spine muscles working. Then bring them back gently. Switch sides. Left arm forward, right leg back. Hold for 8 to 10 seconds. This exercise, as simple as it looks, is training the exact muscles that keep you upright when you walk, that catch you when you stumble, and that protect every single disc in your spine during your daily life. Spine researchers call these the stabilizers. And most people have never properly trained them once in their entire life. Now they will. Exercise number 3, the side plank. I want you to try the easiest version of this one first. And I promise the easiest version is still extraordinarily effective. Lie down on your side on the floor. Any side is fine. Rest on your forearm, your elbow directly under your shoulder. Now bend both of your knees so your feet are behind you. This is the modified version, the gentlest version, and it is the one I recommend starting with. Now gently press your forearm into the floor and lift your hips. Just lift them up off the ground, creating a gentle diagonal line from your knees up to your shoulders. Hold that position for 8 to 10 seconds. Then carefully lower back down. Rest for a moment, then roll over to the other side and repeat. That is it. 8 to 10 seconds. Each side. Those few seconds are working muscles that sit-ups have completely ignored your entire life. The muscles along the sides of your core. The muscles that stop you from tipping sideways. The muscles that protect your spine from rotating under pressure. These are the muscles that catch you when you slip on a wet floor. These are the muscles that keep you on your feet when you reach for something on a high shelf. Most falls in seniors happen because these side muscles are too weak to react in time. This exercise fixes that quietly, gently, effectively. Your starting routine, keep it simple. Start with just 2 rounds of each exercise. Hold each position for about 8 to 10 seconds and rest as long as you need between movements. Aim to do this routine 3 times a week. That's all you need to begin. As your body gradually adapts over the coming weeks, you can increase the hold to 12 seconds, then 15 if it feels comfortable. There's no need to rush. Focus on smooth, controlled movements and good form rather than speed or intensity. Section 5. 2 more gentle exercises to support your back. Along with the first 3 exercises, many physical therapists also recommend these 2 gentle movements for older adults. They require no equipment and can be done while lying comfortably on your back. The glute bridge. If you've experienced occasional stiffness or discomfort in your lower back, this exercise may help improve strength and stability. Lie on your back with both knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Let your arms rest comfortably by your sides. Take a slow breath in. As you breathe out, gently tighten your glute muscles and press your feet into the floor. Slowly lift your hips until your body forms a gentle line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold for 2 or 3 seconds, then slowly lower yourself back down. This movement helps strengthen the glutes, hamstrings, and muscles that support the lower back. Building strength in these areas can improve overall stability and make everyday movements feel easier. If you feel any pain, stop the exercise and speak with a healthcare professional before continuing. The pelvic tilt. This is one of the simplest and most beginner-friendly exercises. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders and neck. Gently tighten the muscles below your belly button, allowing your lower back to press lightly toward the floor. The movement is small and controlled. Hold for about 5 seconds, then relax. Although the movement is subtle, it helps improve awareness and control of the muscles that support your trunk and lower back. Move slowly and only within a comfortable range. If you have osteoporosis, arthritis, spinal stenosis, or another medical condition, it's a good idea to check with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise program. Final thoughts. The goal of strengthening your core after 60 isn't about appearance. It's about making everyday activities feel more comfortable and helping you stay active and independent. A stronger core can make daily tasks such as standing up from a chair, walking, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries feel easier for many people. Instead of traditional sit-ups, these 5 gentle exercises, the modified curl-up, bird dog, side plank, glute bridge, and pelvic tilt, focus on improving stability and supporting healthy movement. Remember, it's never too late to build strength. Start with 1 exercise if that's all you can manage. 1 small step, repeated consistently over time, can make a meaningful difference. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who may benefit from learning about these gentle exercises. Take care of yourself, move at your own pace, and always listen to your body.